years now, Activision Blizzard has been one of the scummiest companies within the video game industry, and it hasn't gotten better since Microsoft purchased them. From predatory microtransactions to censoring female characters in their games to bowls of fruits, it doesn't look like they are going to change anytime soon, as now they have quietly forced adverts into Call of Duty Black Ops 6 and Warzone loadouts, and players absolutely hate it. I have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, I get it, right? Every single company wants to make as much money as possible, and if they can put a few adverts into their games, well, maybe players won't think it's that big of a deal, but every single time, it doesn't work out that well for them. They get raked across the coals for it, unless it's just a banner in a video game or a can of soda in a video game. Otherwise, they get wrecked, and they deserve it. And now with the launch of Call of Duty Season 4, Activision has quietly put adverts inside loadouts for Black Ops 6 and Warzone, sparking a backlash in the process. So of course, Activision already has a very bad reputation for the aggressive monetization of the premium Black Ops 6 and its free-to-play Battle Royale Warzone, but this latest move may have tipped some players over the edge. So if you open up the image and you take a look at what they're doing, yeah, they're just trying to get you to continue to swipe your credit card. So it's not good enough that you've already paid $60 or $70 for the base game of Black Ops 6. No. You need to shut up and pay more. You need to pay for a battle pass and skins and outfits and all of these different extras. And yes, sure, they could enhance your performance. They could make you feel happier. They could make you a little bit more excited to get into a game. If you, I'm just gonna spend $10 extra and then I look cool, so then it's like you feel obligated to play more because you spent more money, but it should not be here. If you're loading up the game and in the load screen it says, oh, go to the cash shop, that's one thing. Most games have that now, but to put something like that above your guns in your loadout screen when you are just trying to get ready to play the game is so insulting to the people who have already swiped their credit card. And yes, there are going to be individuals who say, well, if it's in Warzone and it's free to play, bullshit. They have pushed Warzone so much, and they make billions of dollars off of Warzone. They're not struggling to keep Warzone alive, so they should not be forcing adverts like this in your face. It's just not a good look for them, and it only adds to their bad reputation. Following the launch of Season 4, the adverts for weapon bundles can be seen in the build and weapons menu, so they're also trying to push pay to win on you because you're buying a bundle that is going to give you an advantage. What a crazy world we live in. Oh yeah, guys, we're gonna sell you the video game, but also you need to pay more money to get the full video game experience. What a slap in the face to your fucking customers. And another slap in the face is the fact that they quietly added this. It's not like they put it in, the very top of the patch notes. It's not like they were talking about it on social media because they knew people were going to be furious. They were hoping, though, that you were just going to scroll past it and you weren't going to be paying that much attention to it. So they quietly added it. What a bullshit scenario to see this happening yet again. Activision being scummy, not shocking. Here's another different image of it. Did they seriously add bundle ads to the weapon selection menu? And then it's right there, clear as day, while you're going to select guns or buy guns. And we know that companies do things like this and then they backtrack if there's enough backlash. We saw that happen in something like Assassin's Creed. When you went to open the map in an older Assassin's Creed experience, it would give you an advert for their latest game. They said, oh, no, guys. This was a mistake. Ubisoft claimed up and down they didn't mean to do that, but clearly somebody took the time to get that ready to put in the game. So even if you weren't going to put it in now, you were clearly going to put it in at some point. You can't just, click a button and then suddenly it's added to your game. So clearly in this case, they were planning to add this at some point in time. Now, if there is enough backlash, and so far it's been pretty intense, will they end up backtracking and saying they didn't mean to implement it already? Who knows? But it wouldn't shock me. And if they did, we can see through their bullshit. They just didn't want to face potentially losing out on money because people are upset with them. And in the comments of these threads over on the official Black Ops 6 Reddit, whew, people are furious. Buy bundles, buy bundles, buy bundles, buy bundles. That's basically what Activision's telling you. This update is already looking like complete garbage. Now, I don't play Black Ops actively anymore. Back when I was like 12, 13, 14, oh my God, I used to love the Xbox Live days. I used to love playing Call of Duty. It's just fallen off for me personally. Sure, I played it via Game Pass when it first released. I'm willing to put a little bit of time into each installment just to get a general feel for it if I'm not paying for it. But Call of Duty has just disappointed me personally time and time again. And I know so many people feel the same exact way. And it's just disappointing that this is the direction that they've taken this franchise in, because this franchise does make a lot of money. It always has, it probably always will, but they could be giving us such high quality fun experiences, and yet they're just more worried about shoving as much monetization in your face as possible. Just wait until they add pop-up ads for bundles while you're actually playing the fucking game. Wouldn't surprise me if they started adding billboards into the game itself, and then on the billboard, like, it says, oh, hey, go to the store, check out this cool new bundle or something like that. Wouldn't shock me. I wouldn't put it past them. Is this like a new team of devs? They put out such good Season 3 content, and Season 3 is what brought me back to the game, and now Season 4 has just been the same as Season 3 Reloaded, just garbage. And somebody said, no, I believe that Season 3 was an emergency protocol that was supposed to bring back fans of Warzone. Now that it was such a success and they have people's attention again, they could not fight the urge to quadruple down on pushing microtransactions, and I do generally agree with this. When companies have realized that their greed is not paying off and that they've pushed people away, they change course, they apologize, they start giving people what they want, and then they'll go back to their same old ways once they've got your attention. Again, and it's just so unfortunate to see this happening. This honestly is going to be the thing that makes me quit. Here is the other thread talking about it. Jesus, it's bad enough that this game has already raised the black cell costs and hasn't fixed any bugs at all that actually affect the majority of players. This clearly was the implementation that mattered, though. I wouldn't even be mad if it was just in Warzone, a free game, but putting it in a pay-to-play premium title with how expensive they're getting, fuck off. I agree with this. While I still don't want to see adverts like this popping up in any sort of game, it would be more justifiable or understandable if it was in the free-to-play game, because they need to make money in certain ways, and as long as it's not, you know, affecting the actual gameplay, people could probably look past it. But in a game that already costs a significant amount of money, when prices of games are going to be going up, yeah, it's just unacceptable. Couldn't go one entire season without fucking up and taking advantage of the rise in players. This game is a joke. Said this a few times so far, but this shit is the reason I'll never buy another Call of Duty game again. I'm gonna just wait for the new Battlefield. Anyone with me? I was always a big zombies player, which is why I had consistently supported Black Ops and why I tried to give it a chance. I personally, though, am just sick and tired of the way that Activision's acting, and it's not even just with Black Ops or Call of Duty, it's with all of their franchises. Microsoft in general has been getting worse and worse as the years have gone on. Hell, look at the way that they censor females in games, whether they're remakes or remasters or new titles, because they're trying to get away from their, you know, image the Access Media had pushed about them being sexist when all of those allegations came out against them. And hey, Activision Blizzard wasn't a good company. They're not a good company. They'll probably never be a good company. So I'm not defending them, but they've tried so hard to change their image in that scenario. You'd think that they'd also want to kind of do the same thing with Call of Duty and not just be seen as a bunch of greedy scumbags, but they don't seem to care anymore. So yes, if you are a Call of Duty player and you haven't loaded up the game in the past couple of weeks, or if you're not a Call of Duty player, well, you should know that Activision is forcing adverts into their games, and of course they're facing major backlash over it. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, and if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I'll talk to you all again in the next video really soon.